Jaydon Gibbs, is the team happy with the start to the season after 3 games?
Yeah, well, we actually said before that we'd happily come out of the first 3 games with 7 points. We was unlucky to obviously not get the draw or anything at the Eastleigh game. But yeah, we can take 2 wins and a loss from the first 3 games. We've learned from our mistakes from the Eastleigh game, so now we can just push on and not want to recreate that feeling.
And I think the phrase that a lot of people are using is quietly confident, quietly promising. Without, Andy said after Sunday that the best thing perhaps is that there is still more to come, even though you've already hit an assured stride, that the team are showing that they are going to get better. Yeah,
well, we've all gelled well together, the new lads. I feel like that we've progressed from last season already, even though it's only been a few games. But there is more to do. There's more. We need to know each other more, how each other plays, trust each other more. So I think it can only get better. And I don't know what the club's ambitions are for this season, but for me personally, don't see why we can't push for promotion. To be honest, from what I've seen from obviously the Eastleigh game, they're one of the favourites with the money they've spent, and no, for me it's quite promising.
And the team are looking stronger, or strong at least, in every position, I think.
Yeah, well, we've obviously had additions through the whole spine of the team with centre mids. We've got a few loans in. We've got Glenn Wilson, our new captain, centre half, who seems solid. Kind of what we lacked a bit last year, a bit of experience in there. But no, we've 2 centre mids with Damo, Hatter. We've got Forbesy in there. So it's a lot of choice as well. I feel like that the gaffer's got a few decisions to make, and it's good for him that he's got players that want to play in every position and can move around. So I think it's good for the players and the manager, really.
And defensively, 2 goals conceded in the first 3 games. At least one of those was avoidable, maybe. So it's a good defensive start. And for yourself, you mentioned him already, the new team captain. Is it good to have someone the experience of Glenn Wilson alongside you?
Yeah, seeing as obviously I've had to move to become a defender, so sometimes your mind does kind of watch the ball and drift forward a bit, so it's good to have Wilson next to you just to drag you in and remind you that you are right back, and obviously clean sheets are our main job, to be honest. If we keep a clean sheet, there's more of a chance that we're going to win the game with the strike force and the attacking power that we've got.
And he is somebody who's played a lot of games at right back as well, so...
Yeah, he knows his stuff well. So you see him in the tunnels, he knows all the other players on the other team, he's been around the block. So, but I know Will's off the pitch as well, so it's good to have a friend in the team as well.
Yeah, and Forest Green coming up on Friday, they're much changed from last season where maybe they underachieved, but they'll be one of the favourites. They'll fancy themselves as one of the favourites again this year, and it'll be another good test.
Yeah, Forest Green always tough opponents. They've got some really good players, but like we saw from the Eastleigh game, it's not about what you spend or what you're expected to do, it's what you actually do on the pitch. So we're going to approach the game the same if we have the first 3 games. Stick together, and yeah, at home I feel like we're going to be really strong at home this year, so we're not going to make it an easy place for them to come down and come to.
And as the cliche goes, it's not a collection of individuals, it's the team that will win through.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's the bond we've got in the changing room at the moment now. Is everyone's together. There's no groups or segregation, so it's good. But if the team aren't somehow performing, that's when sometimes you need that individual quality from one of the players to just step up and make the difference. And we've got that. If it's not going well for us, that we've got the players that can just sometimes grab the ball by the horns and show a bit of class and quality.
And Torquay, having come down from League 2, they're finding how difficult this division is, and they're indifferent results so far, and we've got a chance to play more on Monday, confident of getting something.
Yeah, well, Damo said before, because it's obviously where he come from, he said that they'd struggled this year at this level. It was not that completely different, but if you're not used to it, you maybe not expect the players to be as good as what they are. Obviously Bristol Rovers haven't got off to the best start either, so it just shows. But we'll approach the game the same as every game. It doesn't matter if they've come down or whether they've come up, really. So we've got to play our game, and yeah, so I say keep getting the 3 points.
And more importantly, Mark Wardley, youth team coach, challenged you to the Ice Bucket Challenge yesterday. Players have ice baths all the time, surely this will be easy.
Do you know what, I've been trying to quietly slip under that ice bucket challenge, and I've done quite well, I think. But no, I think me and a couple of the boys are going to do it after training if that's what we have to do. And obviously, some people are going to get nominated from me. A few little ones that I've got in the locker. So,
okay.
But no, it's for charity, so I'll do that and donate. So, looking forward to it.
Yeah. Who are you nominating, or is that a secret at the moment?
I don't know. Probably Bob if he doesn't give me my expenses.